the Deland Police Department in Florida. And I mention something in videos all the time, but I don't really take the time to show you exactly what I mean. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when I mention this in some of these videos. I've mentioned this place is locked up like a fortress, where the leadership of this department is protected from ever having to face the public, right? So we're on the, if you're looking at the building from the roadway over there, on the right side of the building, you come over here to the side, not much here, but you can see these signs here, right? Do not enter. You're entering a non-public area. Signs on both sides here, right? So you can't go in here. Not much there. There's some parking over here. Now, down that way is where administration, the chief and captains and things like that would park, right? So they keep you a good, safe distance. So you can't really even yell to them from this point, right? Nice and safe. They don't have to face if you have any questions. And the reason you might want to see them is, for example, public records. I've got public records outstanding at this department now, dating back 8 or 9 months. Public records requests go unanswered, they go ignored. You email for updates, those go ignored, or they'll simply tell you, we'll let you know when it's ready. We'll let you know when it's ready, right? So then you come here to this police department to try to talk to somebody. You call, try to set up an appointment. They won't set up an appointment. So you try to call, right? And they won't talk to you on the phone. Very, very rarely. If they happen to answer their own extension, that would be the exception. But so, and I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about here in just a minute. And if you come here to try to speak to them, there's no way anyone is ever coming down to speak to you. And we'll go in here in a minute and we'll try, right? So this is the front of the police department along Howry Ave in Deland. Usually a couple of captains will park here, but even if they park here though, they've got an escape hatch right here, right? There's a door right here. They'll come in and out of that door right here, whoop, right to the vehicle. And they're not here right now. When things usually get hot, if something's going on, they really, really don't want to face the public, even these two captains will park in the back. So why would it be? Why would it be they hide from the public? They're public servants, right? They're supposed to work for us. Why would that be? Well, I would just have to imagine they've got a lot to hide from. I make mention of this all the time, that they're impossible to reach. They literally hide from the public, and I want to show you today exactly what I mean. We're walking around the other side of the police department now. Walking around the front of the building, which we'll go in just a minute. Walk around this side. So it'll be the opposite side of where we started over there. And this is a little bit, you'll be able to see a little bit better where administration parks over here, right? But they're well protected here. As a matter of fact, they've had funding approved to put up a fence here. They're going to put up a fence around here, so you can't even see them. But over here, now see, here's administration vehicles. These Tahoes, that dark gray Nissan over there is Chief Umberger's new vehicle. But we're met with these same signs here, just off the sidewalk here, just off the public sidewalk. Can't go down there, can't go down there. And over here, it's starting to rain a little bit, but that's all right, I'm rain or shine, right? Over here, their next door neighbor is the USPS. The United States Postal Service, right? That's a public agency. It is not marked anywhere, you know, no trespassing, nothing like that. It's not marked anywhere. So when we go into this property over here, right? Because we avoid their signs because they're over here. There's another one right here. Can't go into their fortress, right? Public can't go into this public fortress. Well, even over here in this USPS property, the police chief here has tried to kick me off of this property from over there. Over there, he yelled at me, hey, you can't be over there, it's private property. What's... Yeah, I do.
See the police?
What's that?
You need the police?
I know. Oh, are you the chief?
I am. You need to move back behind that sign. Now you're on U.S. Postal Service.
Right, it's public property.
No, that's not public,
That's private property.
It's government property, it's public. Are you the... Private property, but since then, postal workers have said I can be over here, right? So you can't reach them over here. They got like an invisible fortress. An invisible fence set up all over the place here. So they can stay hidden from you, the public, when you have questions about why they are ignoring and abusing the public. Ignoring laws, not doing what they're supposed to do. But that's not all, because like we've shown you before, when you come in here, you come inside the front doors, you're met with all of these signs on all the doors. Video and audio recording in the police department lobby is prohibited except for law enforcement personnel in their law enforcement capacity. These signs, they can't be enforced because they're unconstitutional. So they are only here for the people that don't know any better, the people that don't know the rights, which sadly is a lot of people. Come in here, there's another one here, right? And we'll come in and we'll see. Aside from all of the outstanding records requests, something else I would love to talk to administration about today, and administration is the only one that could answer the question, is why is new armed records clerk Kevin Welty responding to some new requests with invoices, for example, over $110 for a copy of an application. And there are several others, like $87 for a copy of an email. These are just documents, just forms, and things that other departments don't charge any fee for. But when asked for a breakdown of what exactly is making it cost over $100, of course, there's no response. All of this would leave a citizen no choice but to come in here and try to speak to someone. And we're about to do just that, again. No, you're fine. Hello. I'm trying to see if Captain Dice, Kevin Welty, the chief himself, whoever, will come talk to me about my records requests. Phone calls, emails, everything's being ignored. So I'm coming in to try that. I know they get the place like a fortress, so they can avoid people around here. So really the only option for a citizen to talk to them is to come to this desk and see if they will talk to them.
Usually how it works, you have to go through their assistant. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if you already have the assistant number.
I do, yeah. Is there any way we can call up there and see if they would come down? And
Yeah, I'll get you that number real quick, okay?
I mean, can you just call up there and
Yeah, I'll
just
call them and-
tell them I'm up, if they will come talk to me? I've got some outstanding requests going back 9 months.
Okay.
You guys do your end here?
Yeah.
You take the records requests and then they go up there?
Yes.
And I know that,
Uh-huh.
but then there's nothing. So unfortunately they put you guys in a position too, because we call, we email, and they won't do anything. So now we have to come back to you, who you've done your job, but now you got to catch the flack from everybody because they're not doing theirs. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You're kind of stuck in the middle. So
Yeah. I'll get a hold of her and then let her know, and then I'll give you the number.
yeah, just tell them, be respectful to you. So you shouldn't have to deal with this because you're doing your end, but they're not doing theirs. So they shouldn't tell you to tell me something. They should come down and tell them themselves,
Gotcha.
And I appreciate you. I know you do your thing, and I appreciate you. So aside from that, this frosted glass here, right? This used to be clear glass. But once this department started catching some heat for a bunch of different things, people started showing up, the public started showing up to say, hey, what the hell's going on here? They put this frosted glass here so they can even hide from you, from even having to see you clearly. Now there's a monitor right up here in this corner, right? There's a monitor there for these cameras over here. So oftentimes you'll see their shadowy figures group up right here, look up over there so they can see who's here, right? So they're kind of screening their visitors too at times. I'm doing this to prove a point to show you they're not going to come down and talk to me. I mean, I legitimately want them to come talk to me because I would love to know where the public records requests are. And I'm talking about simple things. I'm not talking about complicated things, very simple things, documents, right? But they make it impossible. So they're public servants, completely ignore you, and then there's no way to contact them. Emails ignored, phone calls ignored. This one has set up a public meeting with me. So, we'll have a private meeting. We can meet, we can talk about it. Then at the last minute, he canceled. He backed out. The only time I've ever spoken to any administration here is if I can happen to catch them around any of those perimeters that I've caught you, that I showed you. You weren't able to get a hold of anyone?
So how it really works, you have to come and set an appointment. So this is
Right.
Deland Police Department. How can I help? So yeah, this is her number. You can try
The
calling her.
problem with this is, whose number is this?
That's the assistant.
The assistant to who?
Internal affairs. The captain for internal.
Captain Dice's assistant. Yeah, the problem with that is I have set up appointments and then they cancel them. They will not meet, right? So I'm trying to figure out what is a person to do when, a citizen to do when they have legitimate things like this, legitimate business, and administration ignores emails, ignores phone calls, won't set up a meeting, and they hide back there and leave you to deal with the wrath, right? That's kind of, honestly, it's kind of disrespectful to you because you're doing your job, you're down here doing your thing, they're stirring up trouble, and then it's kind of like they're kicking a hornet's nest and then throwing you in the way between the hornet's nest and them so you can get the stings, you know what I mean?
I got you.
So what would you suggest?
I mean, that's the only thing I can really suggest to you at this point. Is just keep calling. Hopefully, she answers and then she set up an appointment.
So just keep calling?
Yeah.
So if what's her name?
Rachel.
Rachel. So she got like thousands of calls. I wonder if they would listen to that. Yeah, I've called her, set up actually she won't call me back, but Captain Dice did at one point. He set up an appointment and said, all right, we're gonna come meet. Then he emailed me back. He said, unfortunately, I'm gonna decline. How about Kevin Welty? Is he here?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I apologize.
No, you're good. They should apologize to you. They should be down here, not you, dealing with it.
All right, so what was the question again? Sorry, I blanked out.
Kevin Welty?
Kevin Welty, that's who we need to get a hold of.
Yeah, he's in records now too. I'm sure he's going to tell you the same thing, but you should tell him, hey, I'm not telling him anything. You come down here and do your job. That's what you should tell him.
So what I'll do, if he doesn't pick up, I'll also email him with the request. More than likely, he might respond with the email, and then I guess he'll reach out to you with an update.
He won't, but that's how it should work. You're right. That's how it should work.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so that's what I'll do for you, okay?
All right. Do you say you're going to call up there? Or?
I'm gonna call after I help the gentleman.
Okay.
Call and
All right.
let you
All right.
know, okay?
How you doing? So this frosted glass used to be identical to these here. You could see right through.
After the storm, you know.
Transparent, right? Transparent glass for transparency.
40-some vehicles in there, more of them coming.
This non-transparent glass
It's out of gas.
is a perfect example,
Trying to rush out.
a perfect statement. This glass itself speaks perfectly
Why did it
for the Deland Police Department's anti-transparent mentality.
had to be over 50 vehicles?
So that records clerk there, she's stuck in the middle because that's the only person you can speak to. Whoever's at that window, that's the only person you get to speak to if you come to the Deland Police Department. Administration, they know that, but they don't care. So they're putting their people, the records clerks, whoever it is that works at the front desk, they're putting them in a crappy situation. They know about it and they don't care. What do you think? Do you think it should be like this? Looks like, and like I said, they are putting up a fence here. They had a crew come out, give an estimate. They got the funds approved for it. So a fence will be going up. And the only purpose to put that fence here is, you've seen in previous videos, I can stand right here and maybe talk to somebody, call out and talk to somebody, right? So now you won't be able to do that anymore. And I'm going to imagine, I'm willing to bet it's going to be a non-transparent fence, just like their non-transparent glass, to fit this non-transparent agency. To be clear, I don't expect to accomplish anything here today other than to show you how non-transparent and cowardly the administration at the Deland Police Department is. I would be amazed. I'd be glad, to see if they actually, for some reason, came down and talked to me, but I'd be shocked. I'd be absolutely shocked. So let's get a progress report in here now. Here we go, signs everywhere. Public paid for these signs, by the way. Public paid for them. The public will have to pay for the removal if they ever take them down. But like I said, they keep them here. They know they can't enforce that. But this is just to fool those who don't know any better. People are going to see that and say, oh, no.
Hey,
Hello.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, he did not pick up as well, so all I could do at this point is email him.
You tried calling Welty already?
Yes. So
You did?
Yes, I did it.
Are you fooling me?
No, I'm not.
Didn't you just finish with that guy?
Yeah, I was here a minute now. I was
Oh,
outside.
okay. So he's not picking up either?
No.
What about the chief?
Well, the chief is not gonna pick up either.
How you know?
So, the most I'll do is email Welty for you and let him know that, you know, you're following up with those past.
Yeah,
requests.
so I'm here, and I'm telling you, it sucks that you have to have this encounter right now, because I know you didn't do it, right? So a citizen, and right now I'm that citizen, but any other citizen that they put in that position is going to come here. You're the point of contact, and they're going to tell you what I'm telling you. They don't answer calls. They don't answer emails. What else do I do? And the advice is keep trying.
I mean, that's the best advice I could give you.
Do you understand what I mean? How they should be coming down here and speaking for themselves instead of you?
Yes.
You know what I mean? If I was you, I genuinely, I would call up there and be like, hey, I'm not dealing with this. You did this. Somebody come talk to him. Right?
I got you.
Because you shouldn't have to deal with it. They know the position they're putting you in, but they don't care because they won't come down and talk to it.
Yeah. I
So-
understand. So, yeah, that's the most I could do right now for you. I apologize, but I'll email Welty.
Where's Spires?
He left for the day.
You left for today?
Yeah.
Is there a lieutenant back here?
Hold on 1 minute.
A lieutenant did come out and talk to me, but we had a camera malfunction, so that's that. But it went much the same way. He basically told me, hey, they tell me what to do. They're above me. I can only say keep trying. It's frustrating to them too. So admin at the Deland Police Department isn't just shitting on the citizens, but their own people. In a case like this, someone really should step up and confront them. Someone from within. So I just had a whole 15-minute conversation with the records clerk and then a lieutenant. And the camera stopped recording and I didn't catch it. Bad on me. And just to be clear, this is not just me. I know of several other people, and several others have contacted me through email from seeing these videos to let me know they're dealing with the same thing from this department. It does seem that the mentality of Chief Jason Umberger, Captain Dice, Deputy Chief, whatever the hell his title is, Adam Christhart, among others, is just, hey, if the public is looking for something we don't want them to have, just ignore them. They'll go away. I mentioned that to the lieutenant in the conversation that didn't get recorded. And he said, it's very evident you're not going away. And I've said this 1,000 times. They see me as an enemy, as a troublemaker, as a pest, and others like me. And they would much rather retaliate than do the right thing. But we've literally done nothing other than seek what's supposed to already be anyway. What are they hiding? And why does this department seem to be hiding so much? And a new tactic seems to be that implemented by that new armed records clerk, Kevin Welty. Kind of seems like maybe they're like, hey, just charge them ridiculous fees and surely nobody will pay $100 for one form. But in all of this that they're doing, they seem to be forgetting that they are bound by laws that they're completely ignoring. They are a perfect example of that above the law mentality, that blue line gang mentality. Most notorious and ruthless gang in the country. So let me know what you think. Feel free to let them know what you think. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you can be the first to know when more comes out. And in the meantime, check out some other videos. And don't forget about the Deland Police Department playlist with all sorts of Deland PD shenanigans.